Jeff Adams Show.
It's the Jeff Adams Show.
The Jeff Adams Show is
live from Lakeland, Florida. It's the Jeff Adams Show.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. The Jeff Adams Show is sponsored by...
A family unit is the unit that builds up a person's personality. How you behave and what you become in life is very much dependent on your family life. At Embraced by Grace, we believe your family should come first. Children who have a sound family background and who belong to a family with strong family ties are almost always happier. Thus, one cannot deny the importance of family life. Allow Embraced by Grace to show you and your family the way to a brighter future today. Visit us online at embracedbygrace.org and start growing your happy family today.
If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
There we go. Wow, you know, the beauty of television and live, doing it live and recording for video and streaming out the radio and yada, yada, yada. But we're here. And what's more important is the playbacks to me at this point, instead of the crickets out there trying to listen. So anyways, but I know some people were trying to listen. Apologize. The video stream's down. Don't know what happened. The things just happen, and we're going to roll with it. So this is the Jeff Adams Show. Glad to be here. We're here in JA Creative in Lakeland Studios. You might be listening on the TuneIn app, and you're going, what is this madness? We apologize. We're trying out Spreaker today. That's pretty cool. Spreaker. I don't know why they came up with Spreaker. That's weird. It's in my speaker, but it's a Spreaker. It's a Spreaker. And we're also live in West Virginia, and the guy that's probably running the board, they're like, what is this madness? I don't want to text during the show, but we're here, WLMN, and you might get cut off halfway through the transmission for the hour, but we're WLMN 98.5, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Very patient man, for sure, dealing with us. And I'd like to introduce the co-host of the day. I'd like to introduce Nicole.
Hey, I think I might start calling you J.A. Like, what's up, J.A.?
J.A. Word.
J.A.'s in the house.
Word up, G, money.
And he's creative.
Yeah, sometimes. I should be J.A., not technical new media.
Techie.
Woo! All right, and we got Hank the Tank.
Jeff, good to be here. Thanks again for having me back this week.
You're a broadcaster.
He is.
PA
He's
announcer.
got that voice.
That's me. I am just trying to, take steps, man. Take strides.
I got to tell you,
trying to get like you.
Last Tuesday, I was a little disappointed. Brought two of my kids to the basketball game, and I wanted to hear, and this is... Because what's the guy with the red hair that was doing the announcements?
Sean McKinney. Got a lot of love for that kid. He's incredible. He's super funny. He does improv with us.
Yeah.
He's one of the improv guys.
Well, let me tell you something. I was watching. Do you do that with your expressions? Because what comes out of your body, I could never imagine that voice coming out of that kid. That kid's really lanky, red hair, and he's like, and I was watching him. He goes, and for 3, 2. Did you do that? Do you do that as well?
I mean,
can you do that?
Give us one right now. Just do it.
Give us.
Yeah, we want to see
right now.
Yeah.
You want one right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me just think for a second.
Chris says yes.
Let's see. Who's one of my favorite players on the team?
Just go.
Okay.
Do it.
So Alyssa Ramos is on the girls' team. She is from Carlsbad, and she has a ton of talent. She can ball. She can ball out. She makes a lot of 3-pointers.
And what do you do?
And so my little catchphrase for 3-pointers is we say with the triple. 3 points. And so if Alyssa Ramos is making a 3, it goes like Alyssa Ramos with the triple.
All right, there you go.
I like that.
Good.
That's pretty nice.
That's slick, dude.
Thanks so much.
That's tight.
You're
That's what we do. That's what we
very.
do.
It sounds like I'm at a Magic game, and I want to introduce Kris Cruz. That's so funny that your last name Kris Cruz. It's like so many white DJs back in the day have abused the last name Cruz. Hi, I'm Bob Cruz with your top 5 countdown. I'm with the news, and I'm Jeff Cruz. Actually, I do know Jeff Cruz, and his last name is Jeff Cruz. He's a PD. He used to be a PD.
But is it
at
C or
C81.
K?
Huh?
Is he white?
Yeah, he's white.
Oh, that's good.
I think he's white. maybe Spanish. I don't know. But Kris Cruz, because Kris was thinking about his show that he's going to be launching here at JA Creative. He was thinking this. He's like, should I go Kris Cruz? But it sounds like, it's a drive-by thing.
Cruising with Kris.
Yeah, I like that one. That's actually the one that has the most votes. Cruising with Kris.
I'm cruising with Kris. We're counting down the best songs in the 1950s.
This is for the name of the show?
That's what they like. They like that. Or,
what's your demographic? That's like grandma. Like, I like that because he'll play 50s music.
I'm with you, Jeff.
We're going to hop, 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 hop. Hey, I'm Kris Cruz. We're playing the 1950s music.
We're cruising with Kris.
Here on the AM station.
Why don't you just say the name?
I just love this. I'm just getting
Say the name of the song you want to listen to.
Hi, I'm Kris Cruz. You might heard me on the radio.
This is the Frank Sinatra Power Hour.
Chris, nothing's solidified, right? For the name of
No.
You're
show.
not locked in anywhere.
No, I'm not. I'm
That's
not.
good.
No, not yet.
So,
so much business today, guys.
Speaking of radio, I had this guy in here last night. He was adjusting the audio, and he did a really good job. I mean, I think the audio sounds good.
Yeah.
If I could just get all the other stuff straightened out, we'd be straight.
Exactly.
Anyways, he brought up an interesting thing that I mentioned it to Kris Cruz before the show, and we're thinking about, and I don't know, and he told me I could get a small AM band that's legal with the FCC. We could put it, mount it on top of the building, and we could go from a 3-mile radius and do this show. Now, he also said I could do another one. I could probably put one up in my house and do a loop, and it's totally legal with the FCC. They can't shut you down. So I could do that. I could pretty much cover the whole South Lakeland area with a AM SIG for like $2,000.
Really?
That's not too bad.
So Hank, I was going to ask you to pass the offering plate.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll pass it. We'll pass it.
We'll do a
After
GoFund.
an invitation.
We'll do a GoFund.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's do that.
Some people say, what's the deal with AM? But, so many people are still stuck in the old school. Like,
people listen to it, man.
Yeah, but they're still stuck. Like, we are technically a media company. We're streaming content, video, radio stuff. And people still like, oh, you're on the internet. But the internet's it to me right now.
Well, the internet is the future, though. You can't be telling me, like, radio and FCC, all that stuff is going to go away. I'm sorry, but whoever's doing radio through FM, AM, it's going to go. If you think about it, most people use what? iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Pandora, all that stuff. So why even
tune in?
Yeah,
all those old people, I guess, at the homes.
But the crazy thing about it is, too, people don't take you serious. I mean, I guess I'd have to get a little antenna up here and to get local advertisers and say, hey, we're on AM, 1240, WJA something other. I don't know what it would be.
We'll just put all of our like initials together, So
no, but back to what you're saying, Chris, you're right. There is, internet is where it's at, but there is a transition point. I was doing a business talk with people that were literally professors. They were like, the average age was like 60 and over.
Eesh.
And I was bringing up internet marketing skills and tools for business. And they were like, yeah, but, and then people were getting actually mad. They were like, well, we still want face-to-face with clients and blah, blah, blah. So there's a transition period that's happening, and it's happening right now, but we're just, the question is, how long is that transition period going to last?
Yeah, just be thinking about that, though. We could have Kris Cruz playing the best of the 50s and 60s music. We're going to hop. Hi, I'm Kris Cruz.
He's still stuck on the AM thing.
He is.
Totally.
You know what?
I'm trying to have this like deep conversation about transition between the elderly and the young, of the youth. And
but I was listening to AM on the way here. I mean, to work this morning just to catch a groove.
People do listen to AM.
And they were playing like 50s. And there's something about
how old are you, Jeff?
Never mind. But
there you go. Thank you.
No, listen. If you like talk and you're not, if you're like, my Avalanche is a 2003 Avalanche. So, I don't have the latest and greatest Bluetooth technology in my car. So I'm stuck with radio or CDs, and I don't want to listen to music.
You could plug into podcasts from your phone.
I can't.
Yes.
I don't have an auxiliary jack. That's how old my truck is.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, so see, I'm old. I have no choice, but I have to listen to radio, FM or AM.
I've got an auxiliary jack.
Do you have a cassette player on your thing?
No, I got a 10-slot CD player in there.
No auxiliary jack?
That's what I'm saying.
How can you not have an auxiliary jack?
Not even that.
I know. It's an old truck. It's paid for. So,
all right.
I hear you,
what
bro.
am I going to buy a new car just to get an auxiliary jack?
I have a 99. My truck is a 99, and replaced the head unit on it because it was stolen, and now I have an auxiliary jack.
There you go. Hank the handyman.
Hank the handyman, right there.
Hank the tank handyman. All right, hey, I guys, I did it. I ran my first 5K.
Woo woo!
With the wife, by the way. I mean, what a romantic.
It was her birthday
gift.
Exactly.
What was the time?
But you know what? Here's the thing. Before I get to the time, I was so. I don't get nervous doing this. Put me in front of 5,000 people. I got to sing a song. I won't get nervous. I promise you.
Yeah. What were you nervous about?
I felt like I was going to diarrhea my pants because I just let's get this race over with.
Were you worried about not finishing? What was the fear?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just nerves.
Did you want to not get showed up?
Competition nerves. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was thinking about
with you, Hank.
why am I doing this? So the race started, and I started running, and I ended up finishing the race in 29 minutes.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. I thought I was going to do 40 something, but here's the thing. I wish I could play music that I wanted to play. Hey, caller, I'll get with you in 1 second. We'll grab your phone call. I just wish I could play music because I really can't do what happened justice. I was started off running. I didn't kid you. I did not train for this thing. I started off running, and I got a good pace, and I'm like, man, I'm feeling dizzy. So I just started power walking, and so the people I was kind of hanging with were getting ahead. Like Stacy was already probably when it was all set. I mean, she finished at 25.
Nice,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And she barely trained too, so she's a beast.
That's really good.
But I started power walking, but this is where it got bad. And no one needs to take offense to this because I've lost a lot of weight, but this is where it was going to end for me. All right. And I had this play mix going on my phone, and it just like the timing of it was like perfect. So I wish I could play this song, but we'll get in trouble, later on when it's on YouTube. But it was a U2 song, Vertigo. You know that song? It goes,
I am aware.
Uno, dos,
very aware.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm running, but I'm actually in power walking at this point. And this whole pack, I kid you not, it was like a pack of overweight women that were like fish. They were in a pack, and they started passing me. And like right when that happened, I kid you not, I'm not making this up. The song on my phone, it went to that. It went, oh no, and it went, nah. I just started booking it. That song couldn't come at a better time, and I go, I'm not getting beaten by these women. I booked it, and I finished it in 29 minutes.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm gonna do another one, I think, and I'm gonna train for it. I want to try to. I wanted to do it.
Would it have mattered if they were overweight men?
They were passing me too, but there was a pack of.
You called them fish, yeah, fish.
Yeah, a school of fish.
School of fish.
There
Thank you. Or pack of wolves.
See, my storytelling just sucks. Yeah. But
he needs that background music.
Yeah, I wish I had the music so I could have did it, but that was pretty fun.
We do need background music.
So we're gonna be talking. Yeah, we got a call. We're gonna go to a quick break, but we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about Valentine's Day problems.
Ooh.
Here,
great.
On the Jeff Adams Show.
Man, he's giving you a lot of those notes.
Yeah, I think it's cute.
Love is patient. Love is kind.
the most beautiful tiny ring I've ever seen.
Love doesn't boast.
It's not much.
But it's ours.
Welcome home.
Love isn't proud.
I'm sorry. There's no heartbeat.
Love protects.
Have to go.
Have a nice quiet day at work, hon.
Love doesn't envy.
Finally, you and me.
Love isn't self-seeking.
What time are you going home?
Love keeps no records of wrongs. Love always trusts and always hopes.
Way to break it up there. Woo! Had to throw a little clown there so everybody could gather, gather themselves at that video. That's our friend Kevin. Kevin did that video at what is it, Box Media? What is it? Yeah, Kevin O'Brien. He did it. I saw that the other morning. I said, yeah, we got to put that on the show. We're talking about Valentine's Day. There's so much more. We're going to do a comedy approach on this thing, but there's so much more to Valentine's Day, like that video right there. That's what life's about to me on so many levels. Let's go to this call real quick. They've been waiting patiently, and you're not on. Hang on a minute. There you go.
No, none of us. Okay.
There you go, buddy. You're
Love
on.
is patient. The caller waits patiently.
That's right. Caller, you're on the air. Is this who I think it is?
Hello.
Is this the great Bubba Bo Beard?
This is Bubba Bo Beard from Birmingham.
All right. I knew it was you. Sorry to keep you waiting. We've had so many problems here. We started weeping. If you probably
there was weeping.
And if you're listening to audio stream, we apologize. I mean, you'll just have to go back to the JeffAdamsShow.tv, watch us on playback. There's a powerful video that you need to watch. And you can also see us good-looking folks on here on the Jeff Adams Show. I'm just kidding. I'm not good-looking.
I tell you what, you're so good-looking, I'm sure Adam Carolla's jealous.
Oh, you stop.
He's jealous. He is.
Just stop it.
You're talking about running? You're running?
Yeah. I was running. Wait a minute. Let me find your theme song real quick. Here we go. Yeah. Before you start talking, this is the Bubba Bo Beard theme song right here.
It's AM music.
Hey, Kris Cruz.
Welcome to the Cruising with Cruz.
Cruising with Chris.
Cruising with
That song just sums up all of Bubba. So Bubba, you got any weird Valentine stories you want to share with us?
Well, actually, I'm dating an illegal immigrant from Canada.
Yeah.
And she's coming down this weekend.
All right. What you got planned, buddy?
You just say illegal?
Yes.
I'm gonna
From Canada.
got a song for her and a little humor in it. You know, I was thinking about, you may try this with your. Oh, you have a good-looking wife.
Oh,
Where's
thank you,
Hank
man.
today?
What? Are you been drinking again, man?
Hank here? No, I'm just wondering.
Get away!
Where's Hank?
Get away from me!
Hank the Tank's here, man.
I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna light the bedroom candle.
There we go.
And
There it
take
is.
the Alice off the wall.
Come on.
Lay around and talk for hours. Well, in the Beard family, it's kind of funny about our Valentine's tradition. You can't get reservations hardly, right?
Yeah, man. What's up with that?
It's a problem.
You know how difficult that is. And you really don't want to spend time in, right?
Yeah, so what are you going to do?
So I want to, well, what we do in the Beard family, and it's been passed down from generation to generation, go to the truck stop.
Okay, where you going with this?
Best of both worlds.
Where's this going?
Just go to the truck stop
Where are
because
we
they have a
going?
buffet. You're going to have some privacy, and you can buy your candy right there. It may not be wrapped like heart-shaped or anything like that, but all you guys up there, just go to the truck stop. That's all you got to do.
Greasy.
But you know what? When I first got married, and I was married before, and I was living in Nashville, as you probably know. I went to the truck stop, and that family was kind of uppity.
Yeah.
They didn't see that as being quite proper.
So you went to the truck stop. Have you been, did you consume any alcohol beverages today? Can you?
Maybe.
Did you consume any alcohol beverages today?
What's the over-under on that?
Bubba? Bubba?
Get away! Get away from here! I say you get away!
I think we scared him off.
Yeah, I think he got
lost him.
I think he got
did
caught.
scare him.
I think he got caught talking about the bus stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what
The
happened.
truck stop, Chris.
Oh,
not the bus stop.
Yeah, he was going to a truck stop. You know,
Bus stops and truck stops are two different things.
Here's let's get to the seriousness of it all, and then we can go to the stupid stories of Valentine's. Because I hate Valentine's Day with a passion on so many levels. I think it's just wish I could cuss right now. But
Tell
I'm
us
not
why
gonna.
you hate it.
Yes, please.
Because I hate it. It's just so much darn pressure.
Every woman wants to know.
It's just so much darn pressure. It's just like, you see these TV shows and you're like, Valentine's Day, give her what you want.
Stay away from Lifetime.
Yeah, Lifetime and these. It's just
cable.
And my wife's birthday's on February 8th anyways. So there's
happy
more pressure
birthday.
for me.
Yeah.
So you got to buy her.
Is this
back to
pressure
back,
that you're
back to
putting on
back.
yourself, or are you feeling like society's putting this pressure on
I think society is.
Okay.
Because it's the same thing with New Year's for me. New Year's Eve. It's the same thing.
I was watching this video this week online, and this guy, Jack's Films out of Los Angeles, and he proposed the question, and it was a funny video, but it was kind of, the seriousness of it was kind of interesting. He was like, is it really so sweet if there's a deadline to meet? Like, and I think it kind of takes some of the, like, even though it's romantically minded, it kind of takes some of the romanticism out of it if there's all this pressure like you're feeling about it.
Right. All right.
Listen, we don't feel pressure. Gavin and I have been married 17 years. No pressure. What we're doing is we kind of boycott holidays. Like, we actually really do. I mean, Christmas, we boycott the whole, let's buy a bunch of crap from China and give it to our kids with lead-based paint. Nothing wrong with that. But we just don't do a lot of that. So with Valentine's Day, we do make it intentional to try to do something fun not on Valentine's Day. So we're actually going to the Blues Festival the following weekend in Clearwater.
That's pretty good.
Because I am in love with Amos Lee. And so, Amos Lee, if you're watching right now, would you please be on my podcast?
We'll send that right to him.
Amos Lee is playing Saturday night at 8:15 at the it's actually a sea festival. You guys should come. You and Stace.
The Sea Festival?
Yeah, they're like seafood and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll check.
Over
I
in
don't know.
Clearwater.
My wife has stuff planned for me. I don't even know I'm doing half the time. So
But I don't think men should feel pressured. I think women do want to be wooed and romanced, but we don't have to do it on February 14th.
Yeah, I mean, I already got her a birthday present. And she already said I got her a new office chair.
So romantic.
And I got her some jewelry. She got this nice. She knew what she wanted.
Wheels on it.
Yeah, it does. But she had this cheap.
You could go anywhere.
She has this. She had this
Jewelry
cheap,
is good. You can't go wrong with jewelry.
She had this cheap chair in the office, and I couldn't believe she was still sitting in it. I'm like, and I thought that was a thoughtful gift because she has, she's having
Yeah,
back
she
problems.
might have background. That's true. Yeah,
It's
I like
very
that.
practical.
And chairs, those are expensive. Those really nice office chairs.
So I just said, hey, this is Valentine's, and this is also your birthday. And she goes, does that mean I have to buy you a present now? I'm like, no, you don't have to buy me a present. So I mean, I had a bad experience. I mean, because I guess Valentine's, the big pressure for Valentine's Day now is the fact that it falls on a Saturday night. It's Saturday night, right? February 14th, right?
Yeah,
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
So that if it's on Tuesday night, no big whip. But Saturday night, you got to have plans, right?
Because you would have plans anyway.
No, not really.
No,
I mean,
we
not
got
necessarily.
kids. Yeah.
You got kids.
When you have kids, you don't have plans.
Oh, we would. Chris and I would have plans.
You
on
guys
Saturday
would
night.
have plans.
I have
right.
a kid.
Yeah, so one year I think it was
Chris has a kid too.
Yeah, he does. One year we went to we made plans. It was a Saturday night. I'm like, man, I'm gonna knock this out of the park. This is gonna be the best Valentine's Day ever. There's a local steakhouse here. I can't remember what was it. What was it? One on South Side, Hank or Nicole? You know this.
Louis Mack.
Yes, I can talk about it all day long now because they're out of business because it was crappy
Are they
service.
really?
Anyways.
I didn't know they were out of business.
So I made reservations. They didn't tell me until I got there. I said, hey, we'll grab some steaks, be a nice dinner. Place was packed. They overbooked, and it was a buffet. And when we got to the buffet, there was nothing left.
I'd be so mad.
And you had to prepay.
I'd be freaking ticked.
Oh, man.
You had to prepay. And luckily, we got like 2 free dinners out of the whole situation. But that just kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's why there's so much pressure on Valentine's Day. You try to plan as a man, and guess what? You fail. It's not good enough.
It's never good enough.
It really isn't. So, right now we don't have any plans, really. And you say come to the basketball game at 4 o'clock. I very well could show up at the game.
Yeah, that's interesting. Let's back it up. Why are y'all saying, "Oh, it's never good enough"? That's not necessarily true unless you know what her expectations are. So if you know what her expectations are, then it's not ever going to be good enough. I'm calling a flag on that.
Okay, I know. I shouldn't have said that. You corrected me. I feel like I'm in counseling right now. All right?
We are.
We kind of are. We have Nick in the studio, so I think we are.
I won't be here next week, so you guys can take a break.
What I meant by my statement is that you can plan all day long, and it still doesn't turn out the way you wanted it to turn out. In your mind, you're like, this is going to be perfect. I'm going to time this up. I'm going to time this up.
But that's against yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
That's your fault,
That's
Jeff.
your issue. No, it's not his fault. It's his issue.
You can't. You can't bill me.
Just to let you guys know.
I'm not billing you.
Okay, don't
free,
bill me.
babe. Free.
The Twitter ladies are agreeing with Nick on
Woo-hoo!
this.
Thank you, ladies.
Of
I'm
course
trying
they
to find
are.
the origin of Valentine's.
The queen.
Does everybody know the origin of Valentine's Day?
Well, I know that there's a little bit of not controversy, but some of it's kind of a mystery. The church will say that there's like 2 or 3
Saint
Valentines, and
Actually, it's correct. That the Catholic Church.
That's
says
right,
that.
baby. And Ave Maria. That's right. So what else? What else do y'all know about the origins of it?
Isn't it like a baby flying in a?
It's a devil's playground. That's what it is. On so many accounts, it's the devil's day. Valentine's Day.
Is that what it's red?
He was a Christian martyr.
Ooh.
It says.
Oh,
and
my
so
bad.
they decided to make it a Roman holiday, hence the
Catholics.
So that was it. I'm not really sure where the love and the cards and the little nasty sweetheart tarts that they put in those boxes.
No wonder we're evil in people's eyes.
That's right.
United States. What we do to our holidays. Hey, Jesus' birthday. Let's pick a date. Oh, let's wait a minute. Let's add some Christmas. Some
Throw
presents.
Santa in there. Yeah.
And some presents.
Fat white guy.
Hey,
with a beard.
Thanksgiving. I got an idea. Instead of making it about a mass murder of, Indians, let's be thankful.
Stuff a turkey.
And let's play some football.
And let's tell a lie.
And let's watch some football.
Yeah.
Or go to the movies.
And let's tell a lie to our kids that they came out and everybody had a peaceful dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I mean, this is what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, we can celebrate and stuff, but come on. I mean, birthdays are good. Christmas is good. Thanksgiving's good because you get together with family, you eat. it's a great thing.
You're
but all
thankful.
And the resurrection of Jesus Christ, that's important. But Easter, Easter eggs,
bunnies, you got bunnies in there.
There you go again.
Mix.
Once again,
that was Catholic. Did you know that?
The Catholics are doing it wrong.
No, wait. I thought the Easter eggs were a pagan thing.
It was, but there was some saint, and he had these basket of eggs, and it was like when Jesus was carrying the cross or something, and some spirit came by, and the eggs turned colors. That's actually where the root of that came from.
What?
Oh,
I never heard that before.
Can you Google it, Chris?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get on it.
Where's that at?
See, it's good that you have some Latina and Catholica blood in here, because if not, you wouldn't know about this. I went to 12 years of Catholic school, babe, so I know.
Well, my wife did too. She was Catholic.
I took Latin for 4 years. How about that? Top that one.
I can't. I'm dyslexic. I didn't go to school.
Yes, you did.
I'm stuck here.
So anyways, let's hear some really bad, maybe bad advice, or, what do you want to, maybe we should talk about the positive side of it, of Valentine's Day. Is there any positive side of it?
The positive side, if you watch that video, the positive side.
Yeah, that video was cool.
That's what it's about. And kudos to Kevin for doing that video.
Kevin O'Brien, shout out to Box Media. Is it Box Media?
Yeah, Box Media. Yeah. He's actually going to be doing a podcast here later on. He's going to be
because I hooked you up with him. That's why.
Well, you know what?
I'm taking credit.
Hey, I didn't even tell him that. I'm not going to tell that story. It's a rabbit trail.
Yeah, it is. We'll stay focused.
Yeah, we're still focused here. Hey, but the thing is, with the video, that's what it's about. It's like you should be celebrating
love
every day.
Yeah.
Not just with a romantic type thing. Just with people, you should be celebrating people. Yeah. And loving on people. And you shouldn't be. And I think that's why people, like myself, you put so much pressure on the day that you should be celebrating it every single day.
Yeah,
exactly.
And when I saw that video, I think it was Monday morning. I saw that video, and I was sitting here crying.
Well, you saw me at the break. I had like tears rolling down my eyes. Thanks a lot, Kevin.
Yeah.
Twitter was also going all tears.
No, but it was really nice, and I think you're right. It's about the relationship, because that's. At the end of the day, that's when that's really all that matters.
It really is. Go ahead.
The way that I look at it, you look back to the creation account. God spent 6 days doing all of creation, and on the last day, the seventh day, was when man was created, and it was very good. You look at every other day, and it was, God created this, it was good. But then when man was created, it was very good. I think that us as people are going to be missing out on God's favorite creation by not interacting with other people and being thankful for other people, especially on a day like Valentine's Day. You should take the time, take the moment to really just treasure those that are precious to you and are present in your life and consistent, and just really be able to pour into them, not just in a romantic way. Of course, like if you're at that stage of life, which I am not, you can especially be thankful for that person that you are in a lifelong committed relationship with, if you're married or down that track. But like for me, in my at this stage of life, this season of life for me, I'm just trying to be thankful for everybody in my life that's precious to me and that is important.
Yeah. I know Chris, and Chris was married, and he has a kid. But I think because Chris, I can say this, to Hank, because Hank hasn't been married.
I have not.
So
yet.
Yeah, this is a true story. You want your Valentine's Day, when you're 40-something years old? You ready for it?
I'm ready.
You want
ready.
You want to look into this? This actually happened Friday night after the race. You take the family, you go to Outback, you pack them up in the minivan.
You in steakhouses. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but that wasn't my choice. And guess what?
Steak
I've been a good boy. Guess
food.
what?
Steak.
I could have justified and said, hey, I ran a 5K. I'm gonna order a steak. Guess what I got? I got fish at a steakhouse.
Don't ever order fish at a steakhouse. But anyway, go ahead.
And
Finish
I did it again on Sunday.
What inspired you to
Me and
order
you are
fish?
not
All
good.
the people
We're
that
bunny
you ran
trails.
past in the race?
Huh?
What inspired you to order fish? All the people you ran past in the
I
race?
just
That
don't
was
know.
really
I've been
funny,
craving
Hank.
fish over steak. But listen, this is back to the story here. This is what it looks like. You ready? You ready to envision this?
We're
Hank?
ready, dude. We've been ready. Get to the point.
Okay. I keep on going on these rabbit trails because they're so good rabbit trails.
They are, and I'm really bad. I'll go right down there with you.
I'm looking for the Easter eggs right now. The colorful Easter eggs.
The colorful ones.
So you get in the minivan, got the kids, you roll in, kids are bouncing off the wall, and it's really loud. And this really happened, all right? And if you do, I used to manage an artist that used to be an animal balloon guy. And I hate these
balloon
guys.
art. It's called balloon art.
Balloon art. You know what? Balloon art out the restaurant, because
I know people that made $40,000 a year.
I don't care what they make.
Doing that.
I don't care what they freaking make doing animal balloons, because last Friday night, it always happens to me, always. And I will stress the word always.
So angry.
He is. What is going on here?
No, listen to
This
this.
show is taking a wrong
Can we
turn.
pour some bourbon in his coffee?
You want Valentine's Day, Hank? I'm giving you Valentine's Day right now.
Poor Hank. Hank looks scared.
Listen,
I'm being put on blast.
I know.
these balloon animal people, you got to stop it. Just stop it when I go in a restaurant and you just think there's kids. Yeah, you think you're entertaining the kids. You are to a certain extent. Now, every time I go to a restaurant, there's animal balloons. Animal balloons. They come to the table right when our food's being served, right?
Like around the wait staff. Like, hey, do you want a balloon? I can make this for you.
Yes, it's ridiculous. So then you feel pressured. You have to tip. You have to pull out your money. You have to look. And I got cash. You got cash? I don't have cash. You have cash? So you do that, and my son, my oldest son, wanted the biggest and baddest balloon ever made. So he got this hat that you put on, and it probably touched the roof. I kid you not.
Did it like intertwine and like twirl around?
Yes.
I've seen that before.
We need to post a picture of it.
We need a
Now
picture of that.
Yeah,
We need a picture of that, please.
Okay, so let's get to the point here.
I'm getting to the point.
Valentine's Day for me.
Listen, I want you to envision this story.
Poor Hank.
You're trying to enjoy your dinner with your family. Had my mother-in-law and my father-in-law with me as well. And then my son, that's my son.
First world problem.
He's got some problems. He's medicated. So we don't know where to put these balloons at. There are balloons everywhere on the table, and they're serving. There's like 3 servers trying to bring the food to the table. So he sticks it on the table, and guess what? Server steps on it. Boom! My 10-year-old has a meltdown, and I'm like,
okay, now I'm seeing the anger part. And why he's angry.
And what did I do? What I'm doing right now, I did exactly. I'm sitting at the end of the table, and I go, this is why you don't do animal balloons in a restaurant. And everybody looks at me. Everybody turns around because I was agitated.
Poor Stacy. Oh, my God.
Happy Valentine's Day, Hank.
Video on this.
Happy Valentine's
Dream
Day.
big for your family and your spouse. No, those are the moments you remember the most, because it's all that. When you're single, Chris and Nicole could say this too, chime in. But when you're single, you envision like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so great, this, that, and the other. And then reality sets in. You're dealing with human beings.
Exactly.
Completely different human beings.
You find out the woman.
The most factors are at play and can change at any point.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's get to reality.
Valentine's Day.
Why don't someone do a holiday as reality?
Awesome.
Reality
That was
Day.
awesome.
Reality Day.
Yes. We'll have Reality Day. Oh,
Happy
my God.
Reality
That would
Day.
be
Hashtag
awesome.
Reality Day, where nothing changes. It's just you celebrate your everyday life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what, Hank? Don't give up hope.
Absolutely not.
I thought he didn't.
If you want the frou-frou stuff, you want to dream that?
Frou-frou.
You dream that for your
This
wedding
is the
day.
deal. Okay, hold on. I don't want to taint Hank's, we've got the
Thanks so
nitty-gritty in daily living with each other. Like you said, completely different species, a woman. And you got the nitty-gritty of every day. The kids, the balloon artists, the food, the fish. I mean, there's a lot of factors. But again, you have that relationship and that connection. And the whole goal in our world is to keep and preserve those really amazing connections and relationships. So I really like what you said, Hank, about just you're grateful for the people that are in your life, because that's really what it's about.
That's true.
Are you grateful
Even if
for
they
me,
are
Hank?
balloon artists.
I'm grateful for you,
we
Jeff.
can't be hating on the balloon artists. Now, what do you guys think about 50 Shades of Grey? Let's just put it out there. Coming out on Valentine's Day.
Hey, man, I got cute
Commercial
something up
break.
here. Hey, no, wait. Let me find it.
Oh,
See, I don't even.
I just want you to know, I didn't know anything.
That's what I think about right there.
Exactly.
A little cricket action.
So I'm hearing ads on the Christian radio station, because I still listen to radio, and they're saying, if you bring in your book, 50 Shades of Grey, we will send you
Bible?
No, it's like Trade the Shades or something. And it's for women, and I'm not really sure. I was kind of out of the loop, so I didn't really know what was going on as far as this book and movie. I mean, I had heard about the book like a couple of years ago, but
Yeah, but my wife brought up a good point. And I'm just
let's hear what Stacy has to say.
Stacy brought up a good
call
point.
in.
What
She
about
should call in. Stacy, please. I need help.
What about the pornography that's already been out there? Now, why are the men getting all, like, I've seen all these, like, higher authority pastor type men coming out against this film. Now,
preach it.
What about the stinking pornography? And this is my wife's thoughts. What about the stinking pornography that's already been out there, that it's been flushed down our faces 24/7, right?
Yep.
Now that women finally are getting that flushed down there, flushed in their face because of this movie or whatever. But think about it. I mean, what about all the porn that can land on your phone, land on your computer? You've got to constantly protect yourself. What about that? Why is this such a big deal right now?
Well, maybe because, and I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know enough about even really what the movie's about, but maybe because this is in movie form, and it clearly is, the only thing I do know about the movie is it is about them having sex, and it's very like almost to the point where it's like abusive is what I've heard. So maybe because it's on a different medium, so we're looking at internet, we're looking at radio, phone, whatever. But this is in your general. But then again, you could argue that and say, I don't have cable, I don't watch TV. But on TV, I'm sure some of those shows out there are pretty.
HBO, Showtime.
Yeah.
Well,
Game of Thrones.
Even Netflix now. House of Cards.
House of Cards.
I had to stop watching that.
But I do agree with Stacey, because it's like the Christian community is like all riled up about it. But well, then why aren't you riled up about other aspects of whether it's soft porn or hard porn or whatever?
Because it's all there. Yeah. Just because it goes to the movie theater, it's already on your devices.
Yep.
One click, you're there.
But the funny thing is, psychology being, the more that the Christians complain about the movie, the more attention it actually gets.
Exactly.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
I think
I love that radio voice. There you go.
I think they hire people doing that. They hire people.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
For what?
Sex is the #1 Googled thing in the world.
They
yes, it is.
hired Kirk Cameron. You know they did. Kirk Cameron was hired to get on Facebook and say, 50 Shades of Grey. He goes, in fact, we'll lead into this. When I was driving home from that restaurant.
Oh, my God. We're going back to the restaurant. Why are we back to the restaurant?
This is something Kirk Cameron said. This was on a church sign driving home.
Obviously, he's got some anger towards Kirk Cameron, too.
They said, stop, drop, and roll won't work in hell. That's on a church sign that I passed by.
I don't even get it. What is that?
I saw that one.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Okay.
Like, what?
I think I saw that one the other day.
Stop, drop, and roll won't work in hell. Stop, drop, and roll.
Like you're on fire.
Like you're on fire. Now I get it.
Chris and I are a little slow.
Yeah.
I'm turning my ways. I'm turning my ways just because of that sign.
Because you can't.
What is wrong with people?
It's like, oh my gosh, that's so true. I can't stop, drop, and roll when I get to hell.
That was my Kirk Cameron reference, because they had that
the
shit.
fire won't get off of me then.
I don't understand the link to Kirk Cameron. I'm missing it.
Yeah,
you ever seen that show he does? He gets on there and he evangelizes with that guy. They take a microphone.
Ray Comfort.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I get that. I get that to a certain degree. But if I was on the street, I'm gonna go, shut up.
Oh yeah. I'm with you on that one.
I just say shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't know why I went with that either. But Kirk Cameron. But Kirk Cameron was. Yeah, Kirk Cameron was probably hired by Facebook to go against that movie of 50 Shades of Grey and made all this money.
All right, so I have a quote. I actually don't know where I heard it from. Fierce intentionality is essential to my personality. So I think in relationships,
that's good. I like that.
You got to be fiercely intentional to protect your marriage, to protect your children, to protect your relationships. It's like it all goes back to that connection. And
it takes two to tango.
Oh man, that's my favorite line. I say that all the time in counseling. Oh, it takes two to tango, babe.
What other phrases do you use in counseling?
I'll do my highest ones. You can't give what you don't have. So if your wife is like demanding of something of you and you just really don't have it to give, like you can't muster it up. So I tell people, I will tell the wife or the husband, I'll say they can't give what they don't have. And
that's good.
And then you don't know what you don't know. So if women we do tend to think that you guys should be reading our minds, and that's not true. I'm not into mind reading.
Yeah, that's right.
So I tell people we're not future forecasters and we don't read minds. And
Are you sure?
No, I'm sure. I'm sure. We do have some intuition, like for sure, because we're moms, but we don't. We want you guys to read our mind, and it's just not going to happen. That's reality day, man. I love reality day. We're making our own holiday because people need to get into reality, the nitty-gritty of life.
Yes,
does counseling pick up after Valentine's Day?
It should.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I bet you it does.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
What about after New Year's? Pick up? We're going to make a New Year's resolution.
Everybody's in the gym at New Year's.
Yep.
Yeah, but you don't think anybody makes New Year's resolutions for a better marriage?
No.
No, absolutely not. They're too selfish. They're too worried about their self-image and posting out their new bestseller book.
Yeah.
That's the #1 time to sell your book is New Year's.
Yeah, but being self-centered and you're in a marriage, there's no way you can continue to be self-centered.
Nope.
Yeah, but we're all bent to self-centeredness. We're all bent to that. So, I mean, you can sit there and...
But you have to constantly work on your marriage.
Yeah, well, you got to, really, honestly, you got to work on your own self first. That's what I tell people in counseling. The healthier you get, the better your relationship gets.
Yeah, it's true.
Ooh, a lot of people are loving this talk with Nick.
And... The Bible says, love others as you love yourself. Most people don't love themselves, so they can't give any love to other people. It's pretty pathetic.
Yep, it goes back to what we talked about.
It goes back to loving yourself, dude. So if you don't work on your own heart, you won't see the other person's heart.
Happy Valentine's Day.
There we go, guys.
Happy
that is
Valentine's
amazing advice right there. You just dropped the mic. Oh, she just walked away.
Are these people on Twitter listening to the stream right now?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
They're agreeing and they're going...
So when I do couples counseling, I make them do individual counseling. I actually don't do couples counseling. You got to go because it's your journey, right? Yeah. It's your journey, and for you to get healed in your heart, that way you can go and share with the other person's heart.
Do you realize 3 years ago I was going to 3 sets of different counselors at the same time?
No, I never knew that.
For 3 different issues?
I need.
No, all the same thing.
That's awesome.
All
Dude,
the same
Hank's
thing.
on a roll today.
I know.
Hank's like really funny. I'm totally seeing this side of him now.
He can't do it.
I had to ask.
Yeah, he can't do it during.
He said the fish thing about the fat people. I mean, he's on a roll. Okay, sorry.
All right, here's that train.
Tell me why you were in counseling for 3 different people at 3 different. Wow, now I have
marriage,
I can't talk.
Individual,
marriage,
and there was what else? What else was it for?
Princess Bride.
Oh, you only told me about marriage and yourself. That's the ones that you told me.
Yeah,
dude, Princess Bride is the best movie.
What, Princess Bride?
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Marriage.
I don't think I've ever seen
Marriage.
Where are we going with this now?
No, sorry.
I don't know. I mean, counseling. I'm still. I
did counseling for 2 years.
Yeah.
I will say this: there's about 90%, and people are going to hate me. There's some counselors out there that are really bad, and that they don't actually really address any issues. They just listen to you, and that's not counseling.
Well, I think there's
counseling is
you
work.
gotta listen, and then you gotta do some
counseling's work. Yeah,
but you gotta get a feel for the lay of the land, right?
If you're a good counselor, you're gonna get that feel immediately. You're gonna know what's going on within a half.
So
an hour.
let me tell you something. As a counselor, Nicole, as a counselor, you don't milk the situation so you can have 4 or 5 different sessions.
You know what? You know why I'm not you know why I don't do private practice anymore?
Why?
Because I don't want to sit around and listen to people complain about their problems. No, I'm too impatient for that.
That's
I'm like,
why she does the radio.
I'm like, let's get on with
I
this.
went to a counselor. Hey, I went to a counselor before. I don't go to that person anymore. I went to several. I mean, they're like a pair of shoes for me. All right.
Right.
So, I knew. No, I take that back.
Yeah.
You know, there's probably 4 or 5 I went through. Not a lifetime of shoes, but I went through, and this guy goes, I'm telling him something. He goes, I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm thinking in my head, no, you're not. You're not sorry to hear that.
Well, he was trying to empathize, but it really didn't feel like empathy. Listen, you have to be ready to do counseling. And if you're not ready, you will go to 3 different people at the same time, and it won't work.
Yeah, it won't work.
It's just like getting ready to quit smoking or run a 5K. You got to be, you got to.
Wait. Say that. You said you got to be ready?
No, but you got to be ready to do it.
Well, I did it.
What?
I saw you call yourself. You gotta
wow,
be,
you were like totally at it, man. He is ready for a fight.
He is.
Let's give him something to fight it out. Okay, you and Hank, fight off. Let's do a fight off.
Okay, what are we fighting about?
I don't know.
There we go.
There it is.
Dead air.
There was.
There it is, and there was.
There's nothing to fight about.
How about we talk
Jeff and I
about?
get
You
along.
do have to be ready to do the 5K because you wouldn't have finished it if you weren't ready to do it.
I was
so
ready
whatever.
to do it. I didn't train for it.
Since we have some,
You were
still ready
you were
for it, though.
mentally ready. You
Yeah.
were mentally ready.
Thank you, Hank.
Because you talked
I
about
wasn't
it for
mentally
2
ready.
weeks before, at least 2 weeks before you ever.
I wasn't about it on
You
the
know what?
radio.
You need to give yourself more credit than what you do. I hear a lot of your language.
Who?
You.
What
Come
am
on,
I
you want to
saying?
start a fight? Let's start it, man.
This
Let's
is
do it.
actually an intervention. We just wanted to get you on here so we
we
could
just wanted you on
counseling
your
with you.
show
This,
so that we
yeah,
could
this
do.
show is just therapy for me. That's all it is. And
Let's
test,
go back
test
to
gear
names
out.
for Chris's new show. Chris, can you give us a little?
Let's go back to the 27 Valentine's Day gift you should get for yourself.
All right.
Oh,
You
okay.
pop it up,
Juicy,
Chris.
juicy.
Let's pop it up.
I'll
Let's do
open up
it.
my
All right.
Amazon right now.
I like
The
that.
first one we're gonna do.
Wait, you're
is-
buying it for yourself?
Yes, this is for yourself.
Okay.
All right. I only picked 3. The first one is the lobster scent.
What in the world?
Oh,
What
I think, is this
the-
BuzzFeed? I think I saw this.
Yes, BuzzFeed.
I
is
love
the best.
BuzzFeed.
This is from
Dude,
BuzzFeed, guys.
BuzzFeed, those
This is
guys
the
are
best.
amazing.
This
Shout
is
out
the
to BuzzFeed.
best.
Hey, you know what about
Shout
BuzzFeed?
out to BuzzFeed.
I told Chris this. You guys watch all those videos on BuzzFeed?
All of them.
Yeah.
Well, Stacy's cousins.
I know. I told her. I said, Stacy, please, if they ever need a female, please give them a good word for me.
But Stacy's cousin is a main actor.
I know.
On there.
That's cool.
I watched him. I watched him on the latest one.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Chris, I got for myself one time. It wasn't lobster scent, but it was I think it was Burger King Whopper scent, and that junk was awesome.
No,
it was so.
Here's the next one.
What did it smell like?
It smelled like a Whopper.
What about this
so
one?
nasty.
Really, really
and
good.
you wore it? You actually wore it?
Yeah, I wore it. I wore it a couple times. It smelled really good.
Hey, wait a minute. Why would you need to buy it when you could just go through Burger King
Ooh,
and just
sit in a cookie pillow?
Sit in a car with your windows, rolled up. You could smell like a Whopper.
I want that. I want the scented.
This is actually something I will buy.
Yeah, but
I would totally buy that, Chris.
I will totally buy a scented cookie.
Man, I'd be snuggling up to that thing.
Yep.
That's just not. That's
Look
just
at
not
Jeff's
good.
face.
What
Look, Jeff has
flavor?
nothing positive to say.
What about this one? For the single ladies
I
out
like
there.
that one.
That's
I
cool.
saw this.
Single ladies and college ladies.
I saw this shirt.
My
It
favorite
was similar to this. It
type of
was.
shirt.
It said. It just had the word fitness and then question mark at the top, and then it said more like fitness whole pizza in my mouth. And I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, that is funny. That is funny.
Oh, the studio audience laughed. They thought it was funny.
The studio audience did think it was funny.
That's actually. I think that's Jacqueline Martling.
The scented
Martin?
cookie pillow, Chris, wins the prize.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
It really
How
does.
much are they? Did it say how much they run?
No, I'll tweet
Can
about
we
it.
plug it? And
I'll tweet about it.
maybe they'll send us some since
maybe
we're
they'll
like
send us
giving
some,
them
yeah.
shout
We're
out.
giving
My
shout
question is, can you pick the flavor cookie, or is it just one?
Is it just
It-
M&M?
It looks like the M&M one. Well, one would you want?
M&Ms don't really smell.
Who would
though.
want that?
Yeah,
I just wouldn't want that.
I mean, if there was
I'm
a sugar
getting you
cookie
one, Jeff.
If there was a sugar
Just because
cookie
you're so
one.
contrarian today.
Yeah, exactly.
Who would
getting
want a
one.
cookie? Who would want a cookie pillow?
Is
Can
there-
anyone put
is there
Jeff
like
in a better mood?
Is there like a
Please.
warmer in the middle of the cookie pillow to like keep
Yes.
it warm?
Oh, that would be
my
so-
gosh.
I'm
That would
telling
be
you.
so good.
We just
telling
got some
you.
ideas here, man.
I'm telling you.
Well, we are innovative and entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurs.
But if you're trying to watch what you
Maybe
eat,
that means
why would you want a
internet
cookie?
entrepreneur.
Why would you want a cookie pillow if you're trying to watch what you eat?
So you don't eat the cookie and you just
Yeah, you just sniff it.
Well,
and
I
smell
understand that, but then you want a
That
real
doesn't
cookie
help
in your
me.
mouth.
That doesn't help me.
No.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like whenever I'm like not hungry and then I walk through campus and smell food, I'm like, now I am.
Yeah.
Now I want something to eat.
It is.
Do you still have some of that cologne, that Whopper cologne?
It came in like
You
a
need to
tiny
bring
little
that
bottle
in.
like this big. And
It's like the potpourri.
It was like I used it
Yeah.
3
Potpourri.
times.
It's like
This was like
potpourri
when
you
I
have
was in
back there.
10th grade though. So this is like easily 6 years ago.
Right.
It's a long time ago.
How much was it?
Just a couple dollars from online. Free shipping.
Whopper.
From Spencer's.
Yeah. he was that kid that
Burger
shops at
King sold it. It was a Burger King
Oh, it was a
product.
Burger King. Oh.
Whopper smell. Oh my gosh.
What a
eBay.
great idea.
That's what I'm saying.
To sell like McDonald's fries. Smell.
That would be a good smell. I would smell.
Why
that.
don't they do that? That's like an amazing.
You know what's crazy? I was trying to, speaking of McDonald's French fries, I was trying to motivate these kids at my daughter's basketball practice last Friday. And I said, guys, because I was trying to teach them defense. It's like, stay.
Are you the coach?
Yeah.
Thank you, Hank. I was going to ask.
I was just wondering if you were just a rogue parent on the
I'm
side.
so glad Hank is in here.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. So I was sitting there, I was teaching these kids how to play defense, and I'm like, listen, you gotta stick with them. I said, they're it. You gotta tag them, right? So, and then I said this reference. I said, hey, stick on them like they smell like McDonald's French fries. Just 6 or 7.
Again, endorsing my idea.
Yeah.
Which I stole from Burger King.
And this kid looks at me and goes, McDonald's is gross. And I don't eat McDonald's. I said, so what do you
I
like?
don't do trans fat. Thanks, Coach.
And I just said, just stay with him.
He's
Stay with
probably
him.
like, I'm vegan, okay?
Stay with them. A lot of kids don't like McDonald's anymore, which is good. That's fine by me.
I don't really take my kids to McDonald's.
I don't either.
to be
Hank,
honest
you still go to McDonald's?
I go to McDonald's every once in a while.
Have you seen those pictures online? The food 3 years later.
I haven't.
I
You
didn't
haven't?
see those.
I
I
have
didn't see
not.
those.
You don't want to see them.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
They do it with Wendy's hamburgers, Burger King,
I like Wendy's.
and
Yeah, I like Wendy's.
they
Taco
have it
Bell?
sitting out for 3 years and it still looks the same.
Taco Bell is total college food.
Taco Bell has
Man.
they put in their meat. I think it's the lowest
Taco
grade
Bell.
meat that they put.
Yeah, on Taco Bell. Yeah.
So rough.
Like it's like what the
Oh,
grade
man.
D or something. I mean, it's like this different.
It's like barely acceptable for the U.S.
Yeah.
Horrible. Hey,
Everybody should watch Vegucated on Netflix. Very good documentary.
Ooh, that sounds good. Actually.
Yeah, Vegucated Netflix.
We didn't get a whole lot of hear me out. We got 2, and one of them's on our show right now. Let's see what Hank Taylor has to say on Hear Me Out.
Oh, okay.
He was promoting, I think.
I was. That's exactly what I did. Chris follows me, so Chris knows.
Yeah,
I saw it. Yeah,
I think he was just promoting.
Was he?
Said.
Yeah, it was just solely a promotional.
All right, play the other one.
Play the other one.
Hang
it's
on,
Amanda.
something's going on with my computer.
It's Amanda Vella.
Well, while he's trying to fix
Amanda Vella, I like
while
that.
he's trying to fix that,
Yeah.
I'll talk about my last week. I talked about customer service.
Yes.
And I forgot to give out their website. And that's their website
Right
for
there.
their coffee right there.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
I like it. I like that logo.
So, guys, go check them out.
Eagle, American Pride.
Ben Franklin.
All right, here we
Coffees
go.
are amazing.
Is that Ben Franklin or George Washington down?
Oh my God, George Washington.
Let's see what our friend Amanda has to
I
say
need coffee
about Valentine's.
Hey, Jeff Adams. It's Amanda again.
Hi, Amanda.
So, I was single for 18 long, pathetic years.
Pathetic.
Until September 30th, 2012, when I got a boyfriend who became my husband. And ever since then, I haven't had to worry about Valentine's Day. I've got sweet things like a teddy bear necklace with a little heart-shaped birthstone pendant, and I've had a ring that has my name and his name on it with our birthstones. Like, I've gotten some really sweet things. Like, I love Valentine's Day.
Until he gets it wrong, Amanda.
Hey, Jeff Adams.
I'm just going to play that. She makes me so happy when she says, hey, Jeff Adams.
Amanda.
But he's not getting it wrong because she loves it.
I know. Hey, listen.
That is your issue, Jeff.
Listen.
Can we know why you hate it so much?
We need Stacy to call in.
She brought up
Stacey,
something
please call in.
that was very important that made me think of Facebook. My mother-in-law posted, goes, do grown women like 6-foot teddy bears for Valentine's Day? And then I had to be a comedian. I had to type, I go, I saw John returning a 12-foot bear at Walgreens after you posted this. I thought it was funny. But what's up with the bears? Do people really like bears? Nicole, do you like bears?
I don't. I don't. So no, not really.
Why so big anyways?
Yeah, why does it got to be big?
I mean,
because they want something that could hold them.
That's why Jerry Seinfeld. What's with these bears? They're so big.
Isn't that what the
what's
is for, to hug them, not just a
random
not
stuffed animals.
It's not like a stand-in for the person.
I don't get it.
Hank,
flowers I can get. I mean, flowers are good.
Hank, this is what you should do
for Valentine's Day.
This right here. No, that's Facebook. Hear about this?
I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to give you an assignment for the next 30 days.
This is Joel Osteen.
You get up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror, smile real big, and say, good morning, you good-looking thing.
That's what you need to do.
Well, Saturday, I will be announcing basketball, finish right at 6 o'clock. I'll be dressed up in a suit. And then,
Hank, let me tell you something.
Who knows what I'm going to do after that?
I don't understand.
Hank is going to be looking hot.
We were communicating before the show, this week and saying what we're going to talk about. And Hank goes, I'm still looking for a date. Listen, I've seen your Instagram pictures. I've seen you live at Southeastern Basketball College. And look, I don't see the lack of women in your life, man.
He's got women in his life for sure. It's that
really
radio
can't
broadcast
see that.
voice.
I can't. You know what? I was gonna bring that up on the air. I go, I don't think you have. I mean, here.
Yeah, no, he's got.
Do you know
chicks.
who Mark Gungor is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you need to watch his show. All right.
Okay.
Because he gives practical marriage advice. He's been on this show a couple times.
It today.
He is.
Hank,
I feel like
his
this is a
son.
therapy session for
I know,
me.
it's like you're his son.
I think he's practicing for the future.
All those
Yeah,
women in those
I think
pictures, you
you're
pick one. Anyone that you want. That you consider it's a good friend right now.
What is this, shopping network?
And you go after him if you want them.
For
It's
3
not
easy
about
payments
looks.
of $19.95 in your emotion.
If you like their personality.
And this is the key right here. It's not all about looks. Because looks will screw you over.
That's so true, though.
It's
That's
not about
so
looks.
true.
Charm is fleeting and beauty is deceptive.
For me, like,
wait, did I get that right?
personality-
I'm not
I
having
have
a
no idea.
dyslexic day
Personality
today.
is so you can in the past I've known people who have been very
Personality.
outwardly beautiful, but if their personality is garbage, then it ruins the whole package. For
She
me.
could be a beauty, but she could have a black heart.
Proverbs talks about that.
That's why I said. I said charm is fleeting. And
Hey
beauty is-
guys, Hank Taylor here. First,
Oh, that's me. That's ghost me on the air. It was literally a promotional piece for this.
You got on Hear Me Out.
I did.
Hey guys, Hank Taylor here. First post on the Hear Me Out app.
Hi, Hank.
Really excited to be involved in this community and to be a part. Really excited also this week to head back onto the Jeff Adams Show.
A little plug there.
So if you're going to be around, listen to us live at 1 p.m. in the East on the JeffAdamsShow.tv. We're going to be talking about Valentine's Day and all the fun and awkward things that come out of that. And Valentine's Day looks to be pretty exciting for me this year, and I mean that sarcastically because I probably will not be spending it with anyone. So if you're interested in tuning into the conversation, use the hashtag the Jeff Adams Show and communicate with us here on Hear Me Out.
What is that, the Wicked Witch of the West?
Wow, that's funny. What I've learned so far this year is that, even whether or not I go with someone on Valentine's Day, I just need to be very confident in myself.
Yes.
And love myself the most on Valentine's Day.
Women like confident men, Hank.
That's
you gotta be confident, bro.
Confidence is key.
Well, one. That is very true. It's be confident. But like I said, I've seen your Instagram. I follow you on Instagram. I've seen your Facebook.
Oh my God,
you know what this means? This means we got a troller in the house.
Listen.
I'm glad I don't have an Instagram
Listen.
It's not 1 p.m. in the East on Wednesdays.
I pay attention to people around my life on social media. I know what's going on in your life. And when
but Hank does have women in his life.
And when I hear Me Out apps, voicing, saying he's struggling, you practically said you're struggling here, and I'm reaching out to you for help.
There you go.
Right?
Reach out through the camera.
You've been reaching out, all right.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know if it's been for help.
Hank, I'm 42. All right. You pick 22. One of them. You pick one of them women. I'm your dad right now, son.
Yeah, you haven't acted like his dad.
Can we get some love music?
Wait a minute. Hold on, Jeff. Dad. Are you telling him to go man up and ask someone out?
Listen.
Is that what you're doing?
Listen.
That's what it sounds like.
That's why I brought up Mark Gungor, because Mark Gungor says people wait around for this perfect person to fall out of the sky.
Yeah, he's not right. Yeah.
And if you want
that's not and I'm not just I don't have standards that are so crazy that I just am not going to be satisfied.
I think he's just happy where he's at right now.
I mean the thing is everybody has a story and no one is perfect. And so you have to just be able to if you're going to view it as you're waiting for the perfect part of your story, then you're never going to find that. You just have to be able to come alongside someone in their story. Be on the pages of the book of their story.
That sounds like a Hear Me Out app.
Yes, it does.
Advertisement.
You know what?
Be on the pages. I like that, Hank. That was nice.
Is that people are so selfish with themselves. They're like, oh, I got this list, and I want to just get this person has to have 6 feet tall, black hair, blue eyes, all that stuff. No. It doesn't work like that. You see a person, get to know them. You like them, go for it. You don't like it, next.
And you do learn from the breakups. You learn.
I have learned.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you almost have to go through a few of them. So you can figure it out.
I guess
put yourself out there.
Yeah.
There's people on Chris's friends on Twitter. There's females that are listening to the show right now. If you pick the wrong one, you could wake up sounding like this.
Get away! Get away from here! I say you get away! This guy, get away!
You're double dipping. Yeah. You've double dipped that one now.
All right,
he double dipped. You're right.
He did.
Double dip. I mean, I've only got 50
How
bucks.
Are we on time, dude?
We got to wrap up right now.
Yeah.
So, Valentine's Day special. This is all over the place.
Apparently, Jeff hates it.
I do hate Valentine's Day.
But Kevin O'Brien did a good video clip.
That was, that and you guys being a part of this show.
Thanks,
all of
Jeff.
you, Hank.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hank, you're a bright, shining star.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nicole, don't bill me.
I'm glad I could
Chris,
be poured into by all
Chris is the man.
Chris
beyond
is
words.
the man.
Thank you.
We all want
Such
to
a great
cruise
guy.
with Chris.
Cruising with Chris.
I wish we could.
Please don't use that name ever on.
Yeah, I have to second that one.
The Frank Sinatra Power Hour with Kris Cruz.
Yeah, so we'll be back next week here. I'm Kris Cruz.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. On the Jeff Adams Show. Cruising with Chris, baby.
Next time on the Jeff Adams Show.